Heyo everybody and welcome back to DRG. Today we are going to be playing with embedded detonators and impact deflection. Why? I haven't played with them for a long time, so you know what, I might as well. So, embedded detonators is probably going to be the main thing that everybody's going to be looking at and be like, ooh, that's neat. Because embedded detonators is actually a very good overclock for the Zhukovs. What does it do? Well, it lowers your direct damage significantly, and it lowers your ammo significantly. And you also get a little bit less magazine size. In exchange, you have little bullets that embed into creatures and do 32, 36 damage, 34. I'm not, it's somewhere in the 30s. It does that much damage to bugs and isn't affected by very much of anything. The only things that it is affected by is Mark for Death. There is the IFG as well. There is also the Warden that affects it, and the Error Henge in Azure Wield. I haven't seen the Error Henge in a very long time, so does it actually exist? Probably not, and I hope not. But those are the only things that actually affect its damage. And then Impact Deflection is just something I've been wanting to play with for a long time, so, you know, I might as well play with it. I've been enjoying it, and by enjoying it, I mean, haven't touched it in a very long time. Anyway, let's get into the mission. Alright, so I have chosen a mining expedition, and I've managed to get a Dark Morkite. How often does that line up, where I want to do a mining mission, and there is Dark Morkite in the Abyss bar? So, it will matter slightly that I have it. It doesn't really matter, because I'm still going to explore the entirety of the cave, but hey, at least I got it. So, what's the thing with Impact Deflection? Impact Deflection is one of the overclocks for Drac where you don't want to take shock. You instead want to take the splash damage, which pretty much nobody takes the armor break, and nobody really takes the shock, or excuse me, the splash, because, well, splash is not very good. Because it lowers your base damage already to, what, mine is now 5, and then my splash is 5, and my direct damage is 4, which just kills this being good for any weak points, including, like, you know, Warden weak points and all that. But what it does gain is the fact that I am playing with bouncy, so that means I can aim below a bug and hit it into their mouth, or into their main body, or whatever. So I'm getting 2 dips out of the actual explosion here, which is pretty good. And, you know, eventually I will show you how that is. Instead, I'm just going to be taking care of a bunch of frost bombers for whatever reason, because that is our sub-objective in MCR. You know, it's not actually often that I play a normal mining mission in MCR, and I'm kind of pog just to be playing a normal mining mission, to be perfectly honest with you. It is the mission that I've been recently doing the most, because it is the mission that will change the most. There is a Hululi Hoarder off in the direction of... I thought I heard a Hoarder, but I could be absolutely and unequivocally wrong. So usually what I would do is throw a IFG at this amount of grunts, but I don't really need to do that because I have a primary that's decent at clearing out swarms of bugs. And that's not a... You don't get a lot of things that do that for Scout. Is get a... Oh, God, there's a MCR Praetorian on its way. Well, don't worry, we have the solution for that MCR Praetorian. And that MCR Praetorian is about to meet the face of God in the fact that we have IFGs. Now, the fun part of IFGs is it immune to the actual IFG effect, or are we actually going to have fun here? Which I have a feeling that we are going to be not having a lot of fun. Hey, Bosco, could we, thank you. Okay. Give me all this delicious... Hey, he's here. He fucking hit me. Alright, well, this is already going... Oh, hi! What's going on? God bless America. This shit sucks. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, this really does suck, doesn't it? You know, maybe this build isn't as good. God, there's so many there's so many guards. Why is there so many guards? Does there have to be so many guards? No, please, Molly, why are you there? Hi. Do you get affected by IFGs? Maybe. He just fucking spun. You saw that, right? He just spun in an IFG field. That's like... That's illegal, sir. Hopefully, one more set of embedded detonators will absolutely cook him alive. You know what? Bosco's got me. Oh, wonderful. This is fucking wonderful. I'm so glad that we could have a swarm before I even get into the... What is with all these... all these swarmer things, all these swarmer cocoons, or whatever they're called. This looks fine. I need to get you out of here before I actually, you know, explode. And also I need to get you out of here before I, explode as well. Luckily we have embedded detonators, and what embedded detonators does exceedingly well is just deal with things immediately upon, like, oh, I see that there's a Trajaw. Trajaw's dead. You're dead as well. I have get in, get out, so that means I don't really need to worry about all too much. And I am also Scout, which means I get to just fly around the cave for whatever reason. I'm also, I got knocked by the... whatever the heck it was. I also don't need to spend that much ammo to kill the Scale Bramble, or whatever it is. Yeah, the Scale Bramble. Now that thing's gone. You, sir, are also gone. And then you just get one of those. And now we are fine. There's still going to be a lot of bugs after me, because I've mostly been ignoring them, dealing with all the stationaries. But, you know, that's kind of how you play Scout, is dealing with all the other problems before, before dealing with the main swarm. Because that's just how Scout rolls. Dealing with the high priority targets first, because I can dodge and dip all day. Stingtail has had a life of peace. I'm glad that the Stingtail has had a life of peace, because I definitely don't want to deal with the Stingtail right now. Here, you can have one of these, and I can make my stand here. Okay, I am actually out of ammo for embedded detonators. You know, probably for the best. We're also almost... Please get out of here. We're also almost at Berserk, which is really good. I love Berserk for... Hi, Shellback. Get out of here, Shellback. The problem is that I don't have that many flares left, and I really want to use my flares. This is just peak Scout gamming when you don't have... was it fire/cryo bolts? Is just, I am dealing with the swarm forever, dude. You not be doing that. Thank you. I almost have Berserk back. I'm also going to take a bunch of damage from the Praetorian. Never mind, I have elemental insulation. I know I don't, but, you know, I hope I do. Oh, come on. I don't have any ammo, dude. Blow it up, Bosco, please. Nice, okay. What am I doing with this guy? I'm running out of ammo for him, that's for sure. Hopefully he doesn't unfreeze. Well, that's not good. Can you get that guy as well? Is that enough for a resupply? Only time will tell whenever I try to deposit and find out it's absolutely not for a resupply. It actually is. Wonderful. We're Gucci. Why do I have 60 shields? What? Oh, I have new batteries. Okay, that's what's going on. My shields are better than what they should be because of the mutator. Okay, I've just been assuming I am goated at the game, but I'm apparently not goated at the game. I am instead washed. Also, I really hate the fact that Salt Pits has these now. I think Salt Pits is one of the most boring biomes, just in they took away all the like the big fossil type things that could spawn here, and now it's just like it's really just a boring biome to play. There's not a lot going on in it, and like it's a simple biome. I don't know why it isn't one of the first that you get into. Like, yeah, it does. Thank you. It does have the fact that there is wind tunnels, which can definitely affect some things, or difficulty-wise. But, like, small shellbacks are a much worse enemy to fight than trawlers. And trawlers are the unique enemy in this place. And then it has those things, which are also kind of awful to fight. But it's, so far completely fine. So, like, we have these fossils, but where's the heads? Like, some of the heads are in... Is there heads in, fungus bogs? Like, giant fossilized heads? I think there is. Oh! That's possibly the worst swarm for this build. Like, oh, we have an error cube. What the hell? That's 2 error cubes back to back, because the last video that I recorded was the last thing that I've played in DRG was... That's horrifying. There goes that guy. Hopefully he takes a bunch of damage because this is fire damage. And then I run into this guy and power attack him. Instead, I completely and utterly miss, and I end up being washed. The last video that I played was the Turret Arc Turret EM Discharge video, which was a fun video, a very fun video. I highly recommend watching that. It's unlike the usual videos where I don't like this one, I just fucking full send it. So I don't really show off the overclocks in like a standardized environment or a clean environment. It's always like in the middle of a swarm where a lot of things go wrong. But hey, doesn't really matter. So when am I gonna pop this error cube? In MCR, error cubes are a little bit different to how they work in base game. They give a little bit more experience, but they also trigger some unusual things to go along with them. So I'll just pop it now and like deal with the consequences later. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. It honestly does. The core spawns that are going to come out from it are going to absolutely cook me alive, maybe. What was that? Oh, that was the core spawn, or that was the error cube popping out. I won't actually mess with the error cube right now. I'm just gonna maybe... Okay, that's a little bit weird. I'm just gonna deal with the core spawn with it. Maybe deal with them. Are the core spawn coming? There they are. They're here. They're doing normal core spawn things, which is being assholes. Is it me, or is this cave, like, unusually dark? Like, I can't see jack and shit. Wait, hold up. Where's my advanced darkness? That's better. I was wondering why the game was so much darker than usual. It's because advanced darkness was at intensity 0, which I could put it at 1, and that would make it better. But usually I have it at 2 just to make it feel more foggy, because that's kind of how caves are. I mean, it's not, it's just, you know, who knows, who cares? Actually, what does the game look like without any of the advanced darkness stuff? I haven't played DRG without advanced darkness in a very long time. Like, if I turn this off, does it look any different? Not really. I mean, there's a bunch of Tri-Jaws that are going to try and kill me, but, you know, they're Tri-Jaws, and I have new shields! Look at that! That guy didn't actually think he could damage me, right? Oh, it's really, like, going to my head, huh? The fact that I am barely taking any HP damage and that I'm still alive and haven't gone down yet. Hi, Oppressor. Have you met, embedded detonators? That seems like you've had fun with embedded detonators. Really fun overclock. You should check it out. How often do you all get hiccups? Because I've been getting hiccups more and more recently, and it is absolutely and utterly awful. Like, I am editing a video, and all of a sudden, I get the hiccups, and it is absolutely... It drives me freaking mad. Because I'm, like, in the middle of something. I don't want to stop, go get a liquid, and get rid of the hiccups. And I know some people don't actually have that luxury of being able to get rid of hiccups as easily as me. Because, you know, I just drank a glass of water, and then the hiccups are completely and utterly gone. Like, absolutely cooked out of their existence. That is a wave coming in for me, and I really shouldn't be going this way. But, there are some issues here. There is a lot of issues with how I'm doing this, and the answer is, there goes a lot of them. I need to move this way. Let's go this way. Hi, Oppressor. What's going... Actually, Oppressor, do you want to stop for a moment and talk about our Lord and Savior embedded detonators? Because I'm sure you absolutely do want to talk about our Lord and Savior embedded detonators. When am I going to use Berserk? Because this is a fantastic option for using Berserk. God, it just goes to show you how powerful shields are. Like, if you just double your shields, you're not taking any damage, ever. And it goes to show you how powerful 30 shields are. I know it's like 5 more, 5 per, not 5. And as it, blah, 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 blah. Can I actually finish my sentence without stumbling over my own sentence? Probably not. Just goes to show you that 25 shields and 30 shields is a kind of a vast difference. All of a sudden, you're going from 9 chip damage to 4 chip damage and, you know, whatever have you. Can we get you out of here, please? Oh, wonderful. I don't know why I said that like a smoker, dude. Oh, wonderful. It'll be fine, right? Nothing bad will ever happen to me. I've only gotten 107, and I have Dark Morkite, dude. What is going on with this mission? It's a normal mining mission. It literally says vanilla right down there. Okay, get out of here. Literally says vanilla. I mean, it'll be fine. Like, it's... Molly, why the you're getting in the way! Like, why does she do these things? Like, seriously? Is that a bulk? I'm just going to assume that's a bulk and grab a resupply real quick. Yes, I'm going to take, like, a bunch of damage. Don't I have... No, I turned off, stealth bulks. That's what's happened. Alright. Bosco, can you freeze all of those guys so I can just absolutely cook all of these guys alive real quick? And then get out of here. Oh, hi. Can you light on fire with that? Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good one. I need to get the hell out of here. There is a bunch of bugs... Hi. There's a bunch of bugs spawning right behind me, and that is really bad for my health. And by really bad for my health, I mean, he is now digging. That's wonderful. I should have tossed that at the hole so they can't really go around it, but doesn't really matter, does it? I can always, fall back to the other resupply. Dude, I don't know how I dodge these things as well as I do. And then he grabs me there. I don't know what's happening with stingtails, but they certainly are very weird. Hi. Certainly are. Am I Sean Connery? I wonder what's... I think he's dead, right? Sean Connery, the guy, the myth, the legend, or whatever the hell. I think he is absolutely cooked beyond belief. He might not be. Alright, well, Bosco's gonna deal with the bulk detonator, because I don't really want to deal with it. I am going to toss an IFG on it, and then proceed to use all of my embedded detonators on it, because, you know, I just want to show you how powerful embedded detonators are. And there you go, it's gone. Okay, listen, I know that there's a wave coming after me, I just need to get rid of the... brood nexus before it starts, like, spawning something stupid. Like a bulk detonator. Because it genuinely could... Ugh. I don't know what the brood nexus can spawn. Can it spawn Hornar shellbacks? I assume it can't. I really hope it can't. It's terrifying to me if it can. Well, that's possible. Oh my god. Yeah, I would call that about 0% good. The fact that I just see, like, death incarnate come for me in the form of 6 Tri-Jaws, dude. Thank god I have Bosco to act as some sort of cryo grenade. That's... Most of the reason why I don't respect cryo grenades on Scout is just, like... In all honesty, they are the worst grenade. Yes, they are the best grenade for panic use. And, like, reviving they're pretty good at. And that's really about it. If you want a actual grenade that will do absolutely more than it, look no further than the IFG, because IFGs give you 15 seconds of those things are coming very slowly over there. And also, there's 6 of them. And then the stun rings, the sweep, what are they called? The voltaic stun sweepers. You get 8 of them, and you don't feel bad for throwing them out when you do. They do decent damage, or they do decent crowd control when you do throw them out. So I don't feel bad for running them at all, even though that I think that they're not very good. Mostly because they're limited by the number of hits that they do, but that's more modded content than usual, or Hazard 5+, which, you know, the devs balance around why are you walking at me. The devs balance around Hazard 4, so it's understandable. And then what's the strongest grenade that Scout has? Oh, it's 100% Pharaohs. There is no question about the fact that Pharaohs are the most powerful grenade. And you might be asking, why don't I ever use Pharaohs in any of my videos? I like IFGs more. I feel like I can be a lot more aggressive with IFGs than I can with Pharaohs, and also I get 6 IFGs, which means I can pretty much do whatever I want with my IFGs, and as long as they're doing something, they're good. And if you plan accordingly, they can also be decent for getting a few revives or anything like that. That's a little bit... Okay, well, you forced my hand on that one. How the hell did I dodge that, man? That was like a point-blank Tri-Jaw, dude. Holy hell. That was impressive. I have no idea how to dodge things, alright? Let's be honest. It's more of a science that I've come down to dodging Tri-Jaws than anything else. Okay, where was I going? I was going for this resupply up there. Just to grab it, because I am running low on both equipments. And also, this thing still has 2 hits on it, so I might as well come for it. I am Scout, after all. The cave being large does not matter. Alright, grab me. I dare you. Face the consequences of grabbing me. Really, actually face the consequences of grabbing me. And then walk back in here. And now, I toss an IFG, like, right there as soon as I start seeing bugs come through. And unfortunately, I have already used my Berserk, or else I would absolutely use Berserk here. But as you can see, pretty much all of Drac is good in an IFG. Mostly because it is a fucking IFG, and pretty much anything is good in IFG. You know, 30% more damage really does do a number on the bugs. Especially Praetorians and all that. I need to reload this so that he dies. But yeah, you know, this is a very good build, or at least in my estimation, a very good build. It is, like, how normal Drac is without, what is it? Shield battery booster and thermal exhaust vectoring. Feedback, I think is what it's called. Thermal exhaust feedback. Is always going to be ammo hungry no matter what. Is this? Of course, it disconnects it. Oh, hi, what's going on? I enjoy the fact that, because of Dark Morkite, we got done maybe early. And by maybe early, I mean, I think this is... Is this actually the final room? Is there a... What is going on? I think this is the final room. So, what did Dark Morkite do here? Dark Morkite made it so... I still explored the entire cave! What the... That's a try-draw. Yeah, I heard him a little bit too late. And I recognized what the heck was happening a little. Is that gonna activate? Or is that like the end of a hull? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I try-jaw, take some hot damage, and then please die, and then there's like another, there's like so many things coming behind you. I don't really know what's happening over there. Toss another one. It's like really the thing where, in order to deal with swarms, I will take IFGs because those things are just the best for dealing with swarms with Scout. And, like, if I take Pharaohs, how am I dealing with the swarm? That's only delaying the inevitable. Why am I getting that? I don't know. Alright, well that seems to be the end of the mission. So, that was a fun build. I actually definitely did enjoy it. Is it the best Scout build ever? No. Is it a serviceable Scout build? Oh, absolutely. I think it's a fun Scout build. So, I think you all should try Impact Deflection, and, you know, if you haven't tried Embedded Detonators, I highly suggest it, since it is, like, one of the best Scout OCs ever for single target damage. So anyway, you all have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again.